Today, we're diving into how the world of SEO is completely flipping on its head. It's not just about getting people to click on your links anymore. Nope. It's about becoming the go-to, trusted source for AI. We're going to lay out a blueprint, step by step, to help you win that citation in this brand new AI-powered world. So let's get right into it. Just let this sink in for a second. This quote from Andrea Volpini really hits the nail on the head. Before your content ever gets in front of a real person, a potential customer, it's being scanned, analyzed, and frankly, judged by an AI. These AI agents are the new gatekeepers. So if you want to succeed, you've got to learn to speak their language. And that is exactly what we're here to do. So here's the game plan for today. First, we'll get a handle on the new rules of search. Then we're going to peek inside the AI's brain, so to speak, to see how it actually picks its sources. After that, we get really practical. We'll build a content blueprint, talk about making your entire site citable, and then we'll wrap it all up with a super clear 5-step action plan you can literally start using today. All right, let's kick things off with the single biggest shift in thinking you need to make. For years, the goal in SEO was simple: get more traffic. But that whole game is changing. And believe me, it is changing fast. Take Hostinger Academy. They put these new ideas to the test, and guess what? They saw their share of AI citations shoot up by 52% in just 3 months. This isn't some far-off future trend, folks. This is happening right now, and the results are real for anyone who gets on board quickly. So, here's the bottom line, the most crucial takeaway. Your new mission is to win the citation. It's all about engineering your content to be so incredibly clear, so authoritative, and so well-structured that when an AI model is looking for an answer, it has no choice but to point to you as the source. Okay, so that leads us to the million-dollar question, right? How in the world do these large language models, these LLMs, actually choose where to get their information? It's not about the old-school math of backlinks and keywords anymore. It's a whole new kind of logic, and it's built on 3 main ideas. First on the list is something called semantic authority. So think of it like this. The AI isn't just a dumb machine counting how many times you jammed a keyword onto a page. No way. It's actually analyzing the meaning, the conceptual patterns. It's asking, does this piece of content truly get the deeper meaning behind this question? This is where real depth beats out old-school keyword stuffing every single time. Next up, we have entity strength. Now, entities sound complicated, but they're really not. They're just the nouns of the internet, your brand name, your products, the key topics you talk about. The more clearly and consistently you define these things across your whole website, the more an AI trusts you. And why is that? Well, inconsistency creates confusion. And if there's one thing AI is built to avoid, it's confusion. And the third piece of the puzzle is source trust. Now listen up, because this is really important. This is not the same as your traditional domain authority. AI builds trust based on patterns of reliability over time. It looks for clear authorship and consistent, accurate information. A smaller site that is incredibly precise can absolutely be seen as more trustworthy than a huge site with sloppy, inconsistent content. This slide just makes it all crystal clear. Over on the left, you've got Brand A. Their information is like a perfectly organized file cabinet. Clean structure, well-defined entities. Then on the right, you've got Brand B. Sure, they have that high domain authority we all used to chase, but their content is a tangled mess. It's confusing. Well, the AI is going to pick the clarity and precision of Brand A every single time. Structure now trumps raw authority.
Okay, so we get the why. Now for the fun part, the how. How do you actually start building content that an AI wants to read, consume, and most importantly, cite?
Well, it all starts with mastering semantic SEO. And honestly, it boils down to 3 pretty simple structural tweaks. First, write an answer-first intro. Just ditch the fluffy intro and give the main point right away. Second, make sure your article flows logically, just like you were explaining it to a friend. And third, turn your subheadings into the actual questions people are searching for. It makes your content a breeze for an AI to understand. And this quote right here is everything. You have to stop thinking about winning a single keyword and start thinking about owning the entire conversation. You're not just writing a one-off article, you are building a deep, comprehensive library on your topic. You want to be the encyclopedia, not the flimsy pamphlet. So, what's the best way to start building that encyclopedia? Where's the biggest bang for your buck? It's comparison articles. When people are trying to make a decision, they're looking for comparisons. Using simple tables, just like the one you see here, is an absolute goldmine. You are literally spoon-feeding the AI clean, structured, and perfectly citable data. which makes your content the ideal source.
But hey, this kind of thinking can't just stop at your blog posts. The real goal here is to make your entire website citable. And yes, that includes your most important product and service pages.
Here is a ridiculously powerful tactic for those pages. Add what we call an informational summary block right up at the top. It's just a short, data-packed paragraph that explains exactly what the product is and who it's for. Suddenly, your commercial page isn't just for selling, it's a citable source of info that an AI can easily grab.
You know what else works wonders? A targeted FAQ section. Just think about the top 3 to 5 questions a person would have and answer them right there on the page. You are basically handing the AI the exact answers it's looking for on a silver platter.
Okay, but listen, none of this matters, not a single bit, if an AI can't even access and understand your site. You have to remove all the friction. That means perfecting your schema markup, which is basically like giving the AI a perfectly organized filing system for your content. And it means maximizing your crawlability, fixing broken links, and adding a new file called llm.txt. Think of it like a robots.txt file, but made specifically for these AI agents.
Whew, okay, we have covered a ton of ground. So let's bring it all home and distill everything into a super clear 5-step action plan to take your site from being invisible to absolutely indispensable in this new age of AI.
All right, here it is, your 5-step plan. First up, master semantic SEO. From now on, use that answer first framework. Second, build with comparisons. Prioritize those high-impact comparison articles to start really owning your topic. Third, make core pages citable. Add those informational summary blocks and FAQs to your key pages. Fourth, remove technical friction. Get your schema markup perfect and fix your crawlability. And finally, number 5, showcase your expertise. Use detailed author bios. Show them who's behind the content to build that critical source trust. So I'll leave you with this final question to really think about. When you look at your own website through the eyes of an AI, what does it see? Are you building a deep, trustworthy encyclopedia that it can turn to for reliable answers? Or are you just handing out pamphlets? The answer to that question is going to define your success in this new era of search.